You're watching the Sports and Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. All right, man, let's talk about this, man, because reports have came out that the Atlanta Hawks have fired Coach Nate McMillian. Unacceptable. According to reports, the Atlanta Hawks have fired head coach Nate McMillian, assistant coach Joe Prunty is expected to take over as interim. The 58-year-old has been the head coach since the 2020-21 season. They brought him in. Matter of fact, when they brought him in, he was the assistant to Lloyd Pierce. What's up, Kyle Jr.? Terry Smoot, CB Sports TV, my brother. Salute to my brother, CB Sports TV in the building. They love my sister. What in the hell are the Atlanta Hawks doing? Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Remember, they brought him in to be the assistant under Lloyd Pierce. Now, mind you, he just taken the Indiana Pacers to the playoffs. They offered him a contract extension. The Pacers reneged the contract extension. They fired him, and now the Atlanta Hawks picked him up. He was the assistant under Lloyd Pierce. I told people back then that Lloyd Pierce was on the hot seat. I was one of the ones that called out that Lloyd Pierce was going to get fired. And what happened? They fired Lloyd Pierce because the Atlanta Hawks were struggling. They made Nate McMillian the head coach. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals before eventually falling to the eventual NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. What's up, LA Sports Live? Cook Smoke Sports, Ted Cox. This is bullshit. Blex and Zeno. That's bullshit. That Nate McMillian got this kind of treatment. That's bullshit. The Atlanta Hawks are 29-30. They're currently 8th in the Eastern Conference. Prunty will lead the team in the interim, while the Hawks will conduct a full-time head coach. Will conduct a search for a full-time head coach with ex-Jazz coach Quinn Snyder, Bucks assistant Charles Lee, and Warriors assistant Kenny Atkinson under consideration, according to report. So 3 coaches, Quinn Snyder, Charles Lee, the Bucks assistant, and Kenny Atkinson, the lead assistant in Golden State. Nick McMillian's dismissal arrives months after a conflict with star guard Trae Young reportedly prompted Young to skip a Hawks home game in December. That was the game they were playing the Denver Nuggets. Nick McMillian gave Trae Young 2 choices. You either can attend shoot-around, or you cannot attend shoot-around and come off the bench. Trae Young said, you know what? I'm not playing. That motherfucker went home. The Atlanta Hawks ended up beating the Denver Nuggets that night. Then there's the report where last year, Trae Young don't fly back home with the team. He took his own way home. Right? Trae Young is a goddamn coach killer. Pretty Ricky is a goddamn coach killer. Now, Trae Young ain't did nothing in this league to be out here getting coaches fired. He's not out here winning championships. He's not out here winning MVPs. He's not out here getting Defensive Player of the Year. Matter of fact, he's one of the worst defensive players in the league. But people are so tantalized by his three-point shooting. And them dried up Jerry curls that's on the top of his head. Trae Young, disgusting. I told you I don't like that motherfucker, yo. I really don't like that motherfucker. That dude's got 2 coaches fired in 3 years. Nick McMillian was a good coach. The Hawks fired Pierce in March of that season, finished 27-11 with McMillian as the interim coach after a surprise run to the Eastern Conference Finals that included a second-round win over the top-seeded Philadelphia 76ers. They hired Nick McMillian full-time, and that was the game that Ben Simmons' downward spiral began. that kangaroo hopper from Australia, right, who was scared to dunk on Trae Young, instead passed the ball off to Matisse Thybulle. Matisse Thybulle gets fouled, and he can't shoot free throws anyway. So, as a result of Ben Simmons not banging that ball on Chico DeBarge, the Atlanta Hawks end up beating the Philadelphia 76ers. Last year, they finished 43-39 to earn the number 8 seed in the Eastern Conference. His first full year in the head coach. They did not replicate the same success where they were eliminated in the first round by the Miami Heat 4-1. The Hawks then made a move to acquire DeJounte Murray from the San Antonio Spurs in the offseason. They were trying to win now. They sent the San Antonio Spurs 3 second-round picks. So basically, what they were hoping is, hey, we got Trae Young, we got DeJounte Murray, we got John Collins, along with Clint Capella down there, a guy they acquired from the Houston Rockets. Hey, that should be enough. They got Bogdan Bogdanovic. They got from the Kings. He was acquired from the Kings. You had Kevin Huerter also coming from Kevin Huerter gets sent over to Sacramento. Kevin Huerter got sent over to Sacramento. They had DeAndre Hunter, a guy they drafted out of Virginia, right? Hey, they had the perfect ingredient to be a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference, to make a whole lot of noise in this year's NBA season. Instead, they are 29-30, one of the most disappointing teams in the NBA. Trae Young is a coach killer. Trae Young is a pretty Ricky, whiny ass bitch. He a whiny ass bitch. That's what he is. These guys don't respect their coaches, man. That's one thing that don't get talked about enough. These players out here that's getting these big ass deals, they don't respect their coaches, man. Nate McMillian was an OG in the game. I remember him and that Gary Payton in the backcourt for the Seattle Supersonics. This man paid his dues in the league. And some bitch ass, punk ass, capping ass nigga like Trae Young want to run his mouth about Nate McMillian. Oh, well, you done nothing in the league. Bitch, you ain't done nothing in the league. So what? You can shoot threes from here to Beijing. How that work for you when it comes to winning an NBA championship, huh? What's up, Talking to Grubber Media? Salute to my man, Talking to Grubber Media in the building. Go sub to his channel. Tell you, man, I don't like Trae Young, man. He a bitch. Trae Young is a bitch. Straight up, man. He a bitch. And their front office just as incompetent too. Their front office just as incompetent. Why you think they Travis Schlenk, they president of basketball operations, why you think he's quote unquote stepped down? And they got Landry Fields as the goddamn GM now. I'm gonna drop a link. You guys come and tell me what you think. Make sure you hit that like button. Y'all hit me on that Cash App, man. You know what I'm saying? Show your boy some love. What's up, Susie Q? This is disgusting. This is disgusting. You said we talk about player empowerment. Trae Young don't know how to construct no goddamn roster. What's up, Shiola? Exactly. The ego of these players is killing the game. Exactly. These dudes don't know how to construct no roster. You're giving all these power to players that don't deserve it. Trae Young don't got no cachet like that to be getting coaches fired. Trae Young ain't brought no hardware to the city of Atlanta. Trae Young ain't done any of that. And yet he out here getting coaches fired. They need to trade him. Trae Young need to be traded. He need to be traded. And I called that out from the beginning, that they need to trade Trae Young in the offseason. But this is disgusting. Then he will go on social media every day talk about a new day, a new opportunity. What? A new opportunity to get another coach fired? Then he had nerve to complain about him not getting selected for the All-Star team this year. That's good. That's good for your ass. Running around here with them goddamn dry-ass Jerry curls. I'm pretty sure Family Dollar in Atlanta got some goddamn dark and lovely you can put on that goddamn head. I'm pretty sure they got some kind of activator you can put on that shit. Running around here with them dry-ass fucking Jerry curls and you complaining? He only a two-time All-Star, All NBA third team. And that's it. He ain't got no defensive player of the year. He ain't got no MVP. He ain't got nothing to that this resume. But he out here getting coaches fired. Ain't done nothing. They ain't even so much as sniff the conference finals. But he out here getting coaches fired. This man put time in the game. Nick Mcmillian has put time in the game. And he out here getting unjustly fired for what? It's not his fault the roster construction is horrible. Trae Young don't got no championships to show for him going out here getting coaches fired. That's bullshit. I couldn't believe that. I was on the stream. I was on my brother Ticket live stream covering Lonzo Ball. And people in the comment section were saying that Nick Mcmillian got fired. So I was, before I even said anything, I had to go look it up to make sure that Nick Mcmillian indeed got fired. And sure enough, the Hawks just made the dumbest decision. This is going to come back to haunt them. This is going to come back to haunt them. This is a dumb-ass decision. But you know what, the Atlanta Hawks? You wonder why they haven't sniffed the NBA Finals. The last time the Atlanta Hawks sniffed the NBA Finals, they weren't even the Atlanta Hawks. They were the St. Louis Hawks. That should tell you right there that the front office is a bunch of incompetent motherfuckers. These dudes is incompetent, man. This man got this team to the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years ago, and they already firing the man. They have no conference finals to their resume. None. They don't have no conference finals to their resume. The only championship they had, they weren't even the Atlanta Hawks. They were the goddamn St. Louis Hawks. And the best player in the history of the Atlanta Hawks is Dominique Wilkins. Trae Young ain't nowhere close to that. But he out here getting coaches fired. The last player on the Atlanta Hawks to make an NBA All-NBA first team was Dominique Wilkins back in 1986. Think about that, y'all. The last time the Hawks had a player that made All NBA first team was Dominique Wilkins. The last player to make an All NBA defensive first team was Dikembe Mutombo back in 1998. Paul Millsap made it in 2016, but he was on the second team. And you wonder why this franchise ain't going nowhere. Hell, we all know the city of Atlanta. That's Atlanta Braves town. We all know the city of Atlanta is Atlanta Braves town. The Falcons suck, and the Hawks, they suck too. They had a six-man a year in Jamal Crawford in 2010. The last time the Atlanta Hawks had a defensive player of the year was Dikembe Mutombo back in 98. Look, you mean to tell me we turned 2 decades into the new century and the Hawks ain't got a player in the All NBA defensive player of the year? None of that. Ain't win no championships. Ain't even so. But shit, to win the championships, you got to play in it. When was the first time the Atlanta Hawks played in the NBA Finals? I'll wait. But Trae Young out here getting coaches fired. Hit that like button. I'm only telling the fucking truth in this bitch. That motherfucker is a goddamn coach killer. I mean that shit. When was the first time the Atlanta Hawks played in the NBA Finals? But this man out here getting coaches fired? Huh. Mm-mm-mm. That was a bad firing. That was a bad firing. I'm unapologetic for that. That's a horrible firing. What you got, Gideon?
Salute everyone. Salute LB. Hope you're doing fine, man. I felt they fired Nate a little too soon. I thought they should just let him rock for the season at least and see what he does, but this is not a good firing. I understand Nate McMillian may not be the greatest of coaches, but he did turn around the Hawks franchise back in 2021. I felt that they should have at least waited for the season for him to finish the season. Because remember, LB, if you remember, in 2021, after Atlanta started 14-20, the Hawks spread their wings and flew when it went 27-11 under Nate McMillian, including an 8-game winning streak. Remember that, LB, back in 2021? And they got
I talked about that. I already talked about that.
Right. And then 2022.
Long time no see, bro. Good to see you. Spider 1996, salute. Moneyball, what's good? Salute to all y'all in the building. Go ahead, Gideon.
Yo, what's cracking, slacking? So yeah, I just felt that even though Nate is not the greatest of coaches, I felt that they should have at least finished the season off when they see what they would do. You know, I felt they fired him way too soon. Because remember, he helped the Hawks get to the playoffs the last 2 years after Atlanta missed the postseason from 2018 to 2020, like 3 years in a row. I felt that because when you watch the Hawks play in 2021, they were sharing the ball, giving goals, backdoor cuts, swinging the ball. That's what you saw Atlanta turn things around. Last year, they were kind of disappointing, but they started to play better late in the season after starting off 17-25 last year. I just felt that, and this year, I know they've kind of been inconsistent, but it's been reasons, though. Yes, his adjustments can be a little bit questionable, but it's also Trey's up and down play, Murray's up and down play. John Collins has been bad all year. I mean, Clint Capella's in and out of the lineup, Bogey's up and down play. Their three-point shooting is atrocious. I felt letting Nate McMillian go was just stupid and wrong and disrespectful. I felt that they should have at least given him the rest of the season to see what he would do.
Man, this move got Trae Young influence written all over it, man.
Mm-hmm.
This thing got Trae Young influence written all over it, man. I don't got no respect for that Bama. That's the second time in 3 years he's gotten the coach fired. You know what I'm saying? Not that I was supporting Lloyd Pierce to begin with. I thought he was a horrible coach.
Mm-hmm.
But you get Nick McMillian, boy. What's up, Willie Self? For real, man. That's bullshit. That man had no business getting fired, man. 2 years removed from a conference finals appearance. The last time you did one was 2015 under Mike Budenholzer, but all of a sudden now you think a change was necessary for what? For what? To stroke Trae Young's ego? Trae Young is a bitch.
He's stubborn. I like he's a great player, but he's stubborn. Trae's kind of stubborn and kind of too proud. You know what I mean? He's too proud and stubborn. He needs to learn how to handle. He needs to learn how to humble himself, man. Like he's too humble. I mean, excuse me, he's too proud. I'm sorry. He's too proud. He's too stubborn, man. And that's the issue there, man. I like Trae Young as a player, but as a person, he's kind of a dick.
I don't like that motherfucker, man. Fuck Trae Young, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that bastard, you know what I'm saying? He ain't but goddamn low budget Steph Curry, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit. For real. They could have just let him finish the season out, like you said.
Yeah.
Let him finish the season out, see where he at, and then if you wanted to fire him, I still would have disagreed with the move. You know, but it wouldn't have been not nearly the backlash that they've got now. And they replaced him with who's this guy? So who the hell is this guy they replaced him with?
Joe Prunty.
Let's look up Joe Prunty real quick. Joe Prunty. I don't even know who the hell this motherfucker is, but we about to find out today.
Oh, I can help you though. I can help look it up for you.
I got it right here.
Okay.
Oh man, this guy been an assistant his whole NBA life. He was an assistant on the Spurs from 96 to 2005, a Dallas Mavericks assistant from 05 to 08, a Trailblazers assistant from 08 to 2010, a Cavaliers assistant from 2010 to 2013, a Brooklyn Nets assistant from 2013 to 2014. From 2014 to 2018, he was the Bucks assistant, interim coach on the Bucks when they fired who the hell they fired?
Was it Jason Kidd?
Yes, it was Jason Kidd. He was an assistant on the Phoenix Suns from 2018 to 2019, and from 21 to present, he was an assistant on the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I to disrespect Trae Young? I'll tell you who I am, Raul. I'm a motherfucker who has a YouTube channel with big dick and nuts. That's who I am to disrespect Trae Young. Get your ass out of here. What's up, Spider 1996?
Hey, what's up, LB? What it do, man?
What's up, man?
What up, bro?
Hey. Yeah, man. This is a lost cause. This is always a lost cause. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. Shoot, this season is horrible. So, I would be glad that we just don't make the playoffs. Even if we in the play-in, we might as well just not make the playoffs.
Hey, whoever got a wrench, get this Raul motherfucker out of here. Get this fucking Colombian coffee motherfucker out of here.
Who is that?
This Raul Castro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
We'll find another channel to smuggle illegal drugs, motherfucker. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been saying I wanted to see Nathan Man fire, but at the same time, I feel like it was a little bit unfair because to fire him after the All-Star break. We could have just ride this season out and just fire him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not right. You're not that far back of top 6. You're not. Think about it. I'm sorry for interrupting, Spider 1996. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Oh yeah, what's up, bud?
Right. If you look at Atlanta right now, is 8. They're only 3.5 behind New York for 6, and they're 3 games behind Miami. So if Atlanta goes on a run, New York starts dropping out, or Brooklyn, who knows? You could avoid a play-in.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that? We've been lost to teams that we're supposed to beat. And that's the thing. We lost to sub 500 teams, and and shoot, if we would have took care of business, I mean, we at least still be around the sixth or fifth seed. But it's just some of the losses
Like
really frustrate
Rockets,
me.
you lost to
Yeah,
the Rockets. I mean, they lost to
I
the
mean,
Magic. They lost to the Bulls at the buzzer. They lost to the Hornets, which is unacceptable. The
what twice at home?
Twice at home. In fact, you lost to Charlotte, what, 3 times? That's
Yeah,
unacceptable. I
yeah.
mean,
There's LaMelo Ball, and he didn't play none of those games
no,
against us.
he played in the last meeting. He played in the
Played
last
the
Well, yeah,
last
that
one.
one I know that, but I'm talking about the other ones at
Oh, the other
home. He had not played none of them games against us, and we still lost to him.
Right. You also lost to
That-
Indiana. I said Chicago already.
Man, look, the fact of the matter is, this team was poorly constructed by the front office, right?
Right.
When you got
And you know what? The front office though,
when you got
I
two
do have to blame the
ball-dominant
front
guys,
office
right?
on it.
Hold on, Spider. Hold on real quick. When
Okay.
you got two ball dominant guys in Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How the hell the offense is going to how is that going to work?
It's not.
When you got two ball dominant guys occupying the same backcourt, why you think DeJounte Murray's numbers regressed? When DeJounte Murray was on the San Antonio Spurs, that motherfucker was putting up all kinds of gaudy numbers. He comes to the Atlanta Hawks, he's not putting up those same type of numbers. The only time he put up them kind of numbers is when Trae Young is injured. That's when he put up those numbers he put up in San Antonio. But when they share the same court at the same time, Trae Young be out there shooting that thing from goddamn Alpharetta.
Agreed. He shot that shooting that from Georgia, man. I mean, and another thing too, have you noticed that they made DeJounte Murray a shooter? DeJounte Murray cannot move without the ball. He's a good player, but if you actually watch Atlanta play, they made DeJounte Murray be a shooter. What the hell, man? Like, he's more of a slasher, more of a guy with the floater game, and more of an athletic freak, though. And he's a great defender. He's not a shooter at all. That's what.
And then on top of that, Trae Young and John Collins got beef. You know what I'm saying? They had long-standing beef for the last couple of years now. Because John Collins ain't happy with how the offense is flowing. Got dang on, he's not getting the ball enough. And John Collins could win pretty much any matchup he's involved in. But Trae Young, the pretty Ricky with the dried up Jerry curls, he don't see that because he's not doing his job.
They made John Collins stand at the corner for a 3-ball. What the WTF? John Collins is a high flyer that can crush the rim. And he needs some pick and roll. Why the hell do they have him standing at the corner? You know what I mean? If you watch the Hawks.
Man, the fact of the matter is, look, Nick Mcmillian, while I don't agree with him getting fired, you got to get some of this blame. You know what I'm saying? Because look, when you head coach, you already know what it is. Nick the Great, right? What's that old head podcast? Hey, come on that old head podcast. I'm on my channel, born, but you ain't here listening. Carlos Torres, another illegal immigrant. You call him. You say my channel, born, but you ain't here listening. So what that make you? Get your ass out of here. My channel born, but you ain't here listening. Fuck out of here, clown. Update your goddamn visa next time for you come up in this bitch under another name. Now, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Stevie J? That motherfucker, the OG, Nick Mcmillian, got to bear some blame to this. Because you already know what's going on. When you the leader, when things go good, you get the credit. But when things go bad, you get the blame. I mean, John Collins relegated to the corner. What the fuck is that all about?
I don't know, man. I agree. Nate McMillan, look. You know what made Atlanta fly and spread the wings 2 years ago? They were sharing the ball, give and go. Their defense got better with Nate McMillan in 2021. But the past few years, I'm seeing Atlanta ball watch a lot. I'm seeing the Hawks stand playing.
Well, Gideon, you got to take into account who got the ball in their hand majority of the time. It's Trae Young.
Trey, yeah.
So if Trae Young is dribbling the air out the ball and waiting until 3-4 seconds left in the shot clock, he's shooting that bitch from Alpharetta, then how is the offense going to flow when he has the ball in his hand all the damn time?
It's not.
It's not going to flow, right? So I'm pretty sure Nick McMillan is telling Trae Young, hey, we got to move the ball, we got to shoot the ball, we got to get everybody involved and all that. And Trae Young was like, man, you did that in this league. Fuck you, Nick McMillan. You don't know who I am? I'm motherfucking Pretty Ricky. I mean, I'm Trae Young. Even though I've been only in the league for a couple years, but I'm the OG on the Atlanta Hawks. What's up, Price? What you got?
So,
T Price, you there, bro?
Yeah, give me about 15 minutes, bro. Give me 15 minutes. I'm having a bad signal.
All right.
What's up, T Price?
What you got to say, Gideon?
Yeah, I was also saying to another reason why the Hawks are stuck in their nest, they have no bench whatsoever. That Hawks, their bench is donkey ass. They have no bench.
Hold on. Lisa Williams. Now, look, I'm not trying to disrespect you and all that, but I'm going to say this one time. I'll put respect on Trae Young's name. If Trae Young wins the championship and he don't get his coaches fired, you know what I'm saying? Now, you want to run here and talk about I'm soft. You don't know a fucking thing about me to say I'm soft. Because I know my third leg is real hard right now. But go ahead. Go ahead, Gideon.
Right. But the Hawks, man, their bench is booty.
Y'all know who y'all is, but you fucking trolls don't know who y'all dealing with. This ain't the fucking safe haven for you to come troll. All right? Because I got my motherfucking can of red at the ready for you cockroaches. You coming here with that bullshit. Go ahead, man.
Right, but the Hawks bench has just been caramba, scarier than a horror film. I mean, come on, Bruno Fernando, Trent Forrest, Aaron Holiday, Jalen Johnson, Vet Krejci, Tyrese Martin, Garrison Matthews, who is okay at best. Okongwu gives effort. Donovan Williams. Like AJ Griffin's nice. Sadiq Bey is good, but they don't have a bench, man. Their Hawks bench is ass. A to the double S. Ass.
All right, T Price, man, what you got on Pretty Ricky getting Nick McMillan fired? You did, T Price? What's up, Josh Johnson?
Yeah, hold on. Give me about 10 minutes, LB. I have a bad signal. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you got a bad signal. All right.
Trae is a coach killer. Agreed. NBA A lot. Sheila.
Well, just stay with your husband name. Shit. You don't have to destroy your marriage on account of me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, just in case you want to try your luck. But anyway, go ahead. I ain't here to disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Lisa Williams in the building. Go ahead, Gideon.
Right. But what I'm saying is that Ice Trae is a coach killer. It's like I said, he's proud, he's stubborn, he's kind of stupid, and he tries so hard to be Chef Curry, but man, he's like how can I say this? Trae Young trying to be Steph Curry is like a dog eating chocolate. Horrible. Like, he's not the chef. Steph Curry is a better finisher than Trae. Steph Curry is a way better long-range distance shooter than Trae. Like, come on, man. Like, Trae Young has talent, but a dude, yeah, he can pass, but the dude's an idiot sometimes. Like you said, he jacks a free ball from Mars, and also the fact that he's a horrible defender. Like, I don't know. And the guy even so bad that Kevin Knox, of all people, outplayed Trae Young in the playoffs last year against the Heat. Kevin freaking Knox. Come on, man.
Wow.
last year against the Heat. Remember? Trey's an all-star at best, but he's not a superstar. He's an all-star at best, but he's not a guy that right now is no one to championship team as of right now. His defense is terrible. His shot selection is atrocious. Yes, he can score as far as getting to the hoop, though. But
stop saying the same thing over and over again.
Sorry.
All right, get this. He had previously head coaching experience in Seattle, Portland, and Indiana. He was 1 win shy of 100 in Atlanta. 1 win shy. So there's an article I'm going to read coming from Sporting News, right? Why did they fire him? Because they're a bunch of idiots. That's why. They say the season came with higher expectations for the Hawks after the offseason trade for DeJounte Murray. While the finish to the season might have been an overachievement, 21-22 was largely viewed as an underachievement after Atlanta needed 2 wins to get in the play-in game just to get bounced in 5 games in the first round. Despite their core being much healthier than in past years, the results hadn't been there for the Hawks this season. They set 8th at 29-30, and they lost their last 2 games before the break. Friction between Mcmillian and Trae Young may have been the reason for the Hawks' lack of progress. The Athletic reported back in December that the Hawks were managing simmering issues between Mcmillian and Young, adding that an exchange between the two led to Young not attending the game. And of course, Nick McMillan downplayed it, saying it was miscommunication. What's up, Josh Johnson? Yeah, hell yeah. Trae Young got his way. Hell yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, he did.
Nick McMillan wouldn't have gotten fired if he didn't. The Athletic reported back in December that McMillan strongly considered resigning from his position and the friction in the locker room. While the Hawks strongly denied the report, McMillan responded to it by admitting he was considered retiring after the season. Well, apparently, they made that decision for him. Now, Young was reportedly on board with the firing of Lloyd Pierce in 2021, making McMillan the second coach to be axed mid-season, due in part to the Hawks star point guard. This idiot, Raul Castro. Now, I just bat your ass out of here and you came back on my baseball field, right? Look, motherfucker, the report is out on social media. I know you like looking at internet porn, but the goddamn report is out on the goddamn website. So how's a fake report? You got fake teeth, motherfucker.
Get him, LB.
Now, assistant coach Joe Prunty, a guy a career assistant, right? Like how Raul Castro is a career criminal, is going to replace him on an interim basis. According to reports, Quinn Snyder, Charles Lee, and Kenny Atkinson will be all candidates to replace Nate McMillan in Atlanta. All 3 of them had ties to the Hawks. Quinn Snyder served as an assistant in Atlanta during Mike Budenholzer's first season, while Kenny Atkinson and Mike, not Mike Lee. What's the other motherfucker I just named?
Mike D'Antoni.
No, not Mike D'Antoni.
Who do you used to coach?
Charles Lee, that's his name. Charles Lee.
Okay.
Charles Lee also spent time as assistant under Mike Budenholzer.
I forgot.
Atkinson served as the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets from 2016 to 2020. He was fired in 2020 for Jacques Vaughn. Now he's the lead assistant at Golden State. Kenny Atkinson also was the guy that was going to accept the Charlotte Hornets job, but when Mike Brown left to become the head coach at Sacramento, Kenny Atkinson reneged on the Hornets offer and went back to Golden State as the assistant. Hey, where that Colombian coffee smuggling motherfucker on this chat room? Where he at? Where that goddamn cockroach at? Raul Castro, was that a fake report too? Huh? All right, since you like looking at Pornhub and not goddamn. Now I gotta pull it up. Now I gotta pull it up. Since I gotta do the legwork for some illegal immigrant that's in my goddamn chat room right now.
Oh, tell that bro. Hey, tell that man to get some internet and pay attention. What's wrong with these clients? Hey, these folks coming.
Because you know them internet
Right.
overseas, you know what I'm saying? After you pay that $8.99 for an hour, that should be going out. Hold on. Because see, motherfuckers out here talking about I'm capping. I mean, that's a fake report, man. You putting out these fake reports, LB. You know what you're talking about, LB. Yeah. Now, I'm about to put this thing up so that way this guy who needs hooked on phonics, obviously. So I'm gonna pull up this report there, Mr. What's your name again? What's your illegal immigrant ass name again? Raul Castro? I need you to put some money in my Cash App too. I need you to put some of that funny money in my Cash App too. Since I got to do all this labor with your trifling ass, I need you to put some of that money in my Cash App.
LB, you already know how it goes, fam. You already know. Salute to LB. I had to make sure I get some connection, man. But hey, since you asked me a question, I'm just gonna answer for it. Hey, even if you do put up the truth, that man ain't Cash App in that. Hey, you did Cash App LB, man. So y'all dudes be always want to come. Hey, LB like me, man. LB, I'll see my straight gospel hymn and Buddhist behind out of here. Let's get to Thornberry. That's what my boy Wills called this dude, Thornberry. I told you this was gonna happen. LB. You already know how black coaches is in this league, right? Mm-hmm. They don't never put the black coaches in the way to succeed. That's number one. And Trae Young ain't done anything. Has he won a championship? Just because he trying to be ever since he beat the Knicks. Oh, and what's that dude named Mark Jones actually told a lie, told us that they was gonna go in the second round, and it was still on the game 6. So they push you up to make you to go there, and then what you have done? You ain't done nothing, man. I feel bad for you already know the black coach is gonna get all the blame, but you always get these white coaches, they'll get a job. And did you say about Quinn Snyder? Man, that man look like he's dying, bro. I feel like dying. He feel like dying right now.
You don't think Quinn Snyder will help?
Hell no.
Yes, no.
Never gonna happen.
Look what he did with Utah.
Nothing.
He could get Utah to the
Yeah, that's a good point. Nothing much. Just
you never got Utah past the second round.
That's
right. And you have Donovan Mitchell. And you have a so-called two-time defense.
Mac, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But the thing about Quinn Snyder, he never take the blame for the Utah Jazz failures. So I don't know how he's gonna work out with the Hawks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about him. I don't know about him.
Yeah. Whoever's gonna be the next cost coach, you better deal with a diva. And this is what happened when these self-retirement players of today's generation. You ain't done that, but you want to sit there bark over somebody, we need a new coach. When I found out when this dude took a private plane and you didn't want to get on your team with your teammates, dude, that let me know what kind of dude you are, man. Stop. I'm telling you, this new CBA, LB, we've been talking about for a while. It's gonna hurt a lot of these new pockets, man.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Yep. Oh yeah, that new CBA come out. Watch what I tell you. That shit, man, it's gonna burn a hole in motherfucker's soul.
Mm-hmm. That nigga me. Hey,
the Colombian bussy boy. Hey. That's it right there. Right? Mcmillian fired, wide losing record, friction with Trae Young, forced mid-season coaching change. You see that on the screen? Because I'm capping, right? Since I'm capping, right? Because see, I ain't got no reason to lie to you, Raul Castro, right? I ain't got no reason to lie to you, stupid ass.
And this is another thing too, LB. You know how he trolls in full of session. Shout out to Ticket though, man, for getting us a platform, man. So you know these These trolls be coming heavy, boy. I'm ready for y'all. Boy, you come to my channel, boy. You come to my channel, you gonna be booted.
I want to hear from Raul Castro. Hey, your
You
time
probably can't speak no English.
in the comment section. Now I want you to come in here and tell me how this report cap, since you got the inside information. Since you the new modern day Amar Rashad and you got the inside stuff. I need you to come in here and tell me how this report cap.
Well, boy said Amar Rashad. That nigga was even born when Amar Rashad was out. He was even born when Amar. Oh my. This is too funny, man. I love when LB would do this.
When you asking him, Raul?
Yeah.
Oh, great googly moogly. Like Raul, this report's right smacked up under your schnozola. It's right in your face. It's easy.
No, Gideon, I don't need you to help me. You know what I'm saying? I can hold my old dick and nuts. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Now, Raul. Raul,
I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't breathe.
Are you not seeing Raul that when Alberto Del Rio was a thing in WWE, he was like this. Hello, Mexico, Alberto.
Oh man. My boy LB going in. Get him, LB.
He's something else.
Man, that's my boy, man. He original, man. I'm telling you, I can't wait for y'all to come over there and try to do that nonsense on my channel, boy. I ain't gonna give you a chance to type him nothing.
Now, Raul, I could have been destroyed his ass, but I want to have, it's like cat and mouse. You know what I'm saying? I'm the big cat, he's the little mouse, and I'm smacking him around my fucking paw. Now, Raul Rodriguez, right? I need you to tell me how the hell this report cap. Because every time I'm reading this stuff on your illiterate ass, you sitting up here talking about this report cap. Who you know that's in NBA circles? Huh? You got the inside scoop? You know? I don't. So since this report cap, tell me how this report cap then. Huh? Since you got the inside knowledge, well, you not out here illegally trafficking Colombia coffee on them little bullshit Boston short for returns. I need you to tell me how this report cap.
Oh,
my mama cat, you know what? Hey, well, since my mama cat, your mama and I about to engage in a porno called Latin adultery. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, ouch. They always want to come up these man. Hey, y'all can't do these mama jokes with us old school cats, boy. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, is it just me or Raul is dumber than Ed from Ed and Eddie? Bro, the report is right in your face. Come on, stop.
Man, Beavis and Butthead smarter than this motherfucker.
Yo, Billy. Billy from Billy and Manny smarter than him too. Dude, the report's right in your schnoz, man.
Man, get in. It's like that one stream when LB was like, the church doors is open. Do we have anybody here today that want to get in life? But you can tell these people the truth, man. They still ain't gonna recognize it, man. That's real, man. It comes with the territory, but you mess with the right one.
Right.
You mess with the right one.
Right, and that's what really annoys me. I hate when people just disagree for the sake of disagreeing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they trolls, man. And then when you are right, you'll never sit there and do you a solid.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just like there's some stuff LB called. There's stuff that I called. Nobody never ever gave us our solid.
No,
you know
they nobody give me my respect when I called this shit way before it happened and all that.
So the fuck did. I remember I was on here when you called that shit. I was like, man, you could just see, LB, when we get old, what's up? We'll get in. Long time no see, man. Good. Hey, man, you know how it is, man. We can see this shit coming, man, a mile away, man. Y'all niggas are slow than y'all niggas dumber than a box of rocks.
Agreed.
I mean, look, some of these guys' IQ is half their shoe size. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
I can't help that. I can't help the fact that some of these guys actually made it through the gene pool. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And look, I can only make fun with it for so long before I get pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with. See, now you say this is cap, right? This is the sporting news. This is a publication, right?
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure Raul said you like, bring your, immigrant ass over here. You will sit here and talk this shit about this being cap. So a guy by
Oh,
the
my
name of
boy.
Dan Tracy,
Mhm.
a guy who's been around NBA circles, who's a beat writer. But this report cap,
Mhm.
right? You know what I'm saying? Look,
Is he related to Dick Tracy?
in English, not Spanglish, not Spanish. It's written in English.
Right. Whew. Right in your face, Raul. Open your ears and get the gunk out of your ear.
And slowly take Trae Young's beefsteak out of your mouth.
Hey, and the great rose of my boy Will Strong with Trey Young come in the room. You might as well open your mouth so you can see it.
Now look at that. Now I'm gonna read this report real slowly for you, Raul, since you are a little slow in the uptake. Right? I'm gonna talk real slow so that way your ass, who's even slower to process information, can understand. Okay?
Right.
You see, the sideline will look different when the Hawks start the second half of the season on Friday. Atlanta fired coach Nick McMillian on Tuesday, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. Dismissed
On
the
a Tuesday.
on an interim basis in 2021, led the team to the Eastern Conference Finals during his tenure. Now, how's that report, Cap, Raul? Now, go ahead and make another fake account. Make another fake account.
And this is experts writing the report, Raul. This is experts. We didn't write the report. This is experts writing the report. It's factual.
So
I ain't know Trey Young's have fans like this though. Man, this generation sad, bro.
Hey man, I wouldn't be surprised if him and his other federales would eat a piece of Popeye's chicken and have a couple biscuits on the side and be singing out there, singing them goddamn duets outside the goddamn store.
Move along, essay.
Hey, I'm pretty sure he's one of them people. Hey, he probably one of the people that be in the mall with his other federales with the low guitar, and he was at that mall that day when some dude was proposing to his girl and his girl said no and slapped her across the face and walked away.
It's like Cat Williams. Move along there, essay.
Move on, essay. You did me wrong, essay. Now, look at that. Look at that, Raul. Right, your ass is blocked. So you can't say shit right now. All you can do is watch. You know what I'm saying?
Create another fake account. Like, either it's a treasure troll, LB.
Just like that motherfucker.
Without the heart in the middle.
Hey, Raul.
Oh man. I always come in on LB, but LB always got to troll somebody, man. Why do y'all want to do this, man?
Just like that motherfucker that looked like that main character on Dragon Ball Z, Bruno Mars, say, "Don't believe me, just watch."
Man. Hey, that nigga Carlos ASA, you like Scooby Dum, the Mexican edition, or Puerto Rican, whatever which one you was. And no disrespect to my Puerto Ricans and my Mexican friends, but this dude is really acting like a straight dumbass.
And definitely no disrespect to Scooby Doo. See, now I knew you're a little slow in the uptick. All right, so here's another part. McMillian replaced Lloyd Pierce in 2021 and sparked an instant turnaround that culminated in a deep playoff run. How's that, Cap? Oh, not Cap. Okay. Then they say the last two seasons has not been as smooth when Atlanta faced another challenging path back to the playoffs this year after narrowly sneaking in last spring. So that's Cap 2, right? That's Cap 2. The Hawks represent the 4 different head coaching stint in McMillian's well-traveled career. He previously had head coaching gigs in Seattle, Portland, Indiana. Is that Cap? Okay, that's not Cap. All right. McMillian was 1 win shy of 100 wins in Atlanta.
Damn.
They came into the season with higher expectations after offseason trade for DeJounte Murray. That's cap? Huh? Raul Rodriguez. Is that cap? Because that happened. That's not cap. Then they say while the finish to the season might have been an overachievement in 2021, 21-22 was largely viewed as an underachievement because they needed 2 wins to get to the play-in game just to get to the playoffs, only to get bounced in 5 games by the Miami Heat. Is that cap? Is that cap, Raul? Oh yeah, that really did happen. Despite their core being much healthier than in past years, the results just had not been there for the Hawks this season. They set 8th in the Eastern Conference at 29-30 and lost his last 2 games before the All-Star break. Is that cap, Raul? Raul Rodriguez. Your dingy ass T-shirt. Hey, is that cap, Raul? Like I thought. Sit your stupid ass down somewhere.
Hey, LB, I'm about to get up out of here. I had to come show you some love, man. I don't know what time Chicken will have me slide. Hey, I put my number in the private chat too, bro, for you too, man. My number gonna change pretty soon, but I'll let you know. That way we keep a contact behind the scenes, bro.
All right. I'm going to jot that down.
Thanks,
all
man.
right now.
Thank you.
All right, now.
Salute.
All right, peace.
All right, K Manuel, what you got?
Hey, what's good, LD? What's good, everybody? Yeah, I mean, I just found out about this too just through coming by through YouTube and seeing it pop up. But yeah, I mean, like, honestly, what do the Hawks think their ceiling is right now? Because it's like maybe they could be a little bit better, but were they real? I mean, it should I guess they should have pushed them a little bit more forward with the acquisition of DeJounte. But it's like what timeline do they think they're on? I mean, I don't know.
First round and out.
Yeah, I mean, like, do they really think that they're gonna get to another conference finals? Like, that was the perfect year for them, and I think that they overachieved a little that year.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of put the fans on a little bit of a timeline that I don't think the Hawks need to be on right now. Like, how old is Trey at this point?
Well, Ice Trey, let me check.
Probably like 23, 24.
Let me check. Ice Trey. Well, it's getting too icy in Atlanta. Let me check. Ice Trey right now.
He's 24 years old.
A Kobe-esque 24 years old, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And how I know that? Because that Bama's birthday day is after mine.
Wow.
Oh.
So,
that Bama's birthday day after mine. But anyway, anywho, I got some business that I got to take care of and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream on that note. K Manuel, go ahead and give me your final thoughts, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, what I'm looking at here, at least, is from these opening things. Like, if they want to get a coach, Atlanta, I think, is looking for Quinn Snyder when he used to the coach of the Jazz. I think if they get that, I mean, it's kind of a lateral kind of move. Like, it's just another coach that can raise their floor, but I don't think it's going to raise their ceiling that much. So that's what I think about it. This is really all I can think. I haven't read up too much on this whole thing. Like, I just found out about this, so that's all I got to say about it. Salute, LB. Salute, everybody in the chat.
Salute.
Salute, K Manuel. Go ahead, Spider 1996. Give me your final thoughts.
My final thoughts is they better figure out the front office got to figure out what they're gonna do. You know, since we got Fields and Culver, I don't know what they're gonna do. So either they try to retool, maybe fix the bench, at least find the head coach first, or maybe consider blow it up or somehow. I don't know.
All right, Gideon, give me your final thoughts.
Right. Salute Spider 1996. Salute K Manuel. Salute LB. Just click those likes, man. LB. One, subscribe to my new show, The Last Laugh Podcast, with me, Biggie, Prince, and Z. The Last Laugh Podcast. Sadly, Trae Young had the last laugh. I mean, letting Mcmillian go too damn early. I mean, it sucks. And another thing too, you know, Atlanta, they just got to turn around the ship right now. Because right now, time, the chain on the hourglass is finishing. So if you're the Hawks, you got to turn the season around now. If you're Trae Young, stop being so damn hard-headed. If you're DeJounte Murray, be consistent. John Collins, be consistent. Joe Prunty, just do the best you can. And Nate, Nate was gone way too early. They should allow him to finish the season, but it's gonna be a fun second half of the season.
All right, man. Y'all not subscribed to this channel. Hey, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. I appreciate everyone for watching, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a very entertaining stream, albeit a sad one, considering that Nate McMillian is one of the OGs in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw this dude play when he was in Seattle alongside Gary Payton, had a very formidable backcourt. And to go from that, to pay his dues, to rise up in the coaching ranks and all that, to come to this unceremoniously fired, just disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. You want to donate, hit me on the Cash App and PayPal. And last but definitely not least, shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Ah! What's up?